Hey, thriving friends. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another beautiful day, beautiful week. Thriving friends, I hope you are all doing well. Dr. G here. I am excited for today. This will be our last week to end our financial wellness series. And of course, we are also ending the year. So this is exciting. Give me a second as I make sure the other platforms are also working correctly. So, welcome if you are joining from Facebook, Four Star Radio and TV, or Thriving Generation YouTube channel. I'm looking to my side because I have the other laptop right here, and then I can see that that one is working. Okay, so right here now. If you get here, please say hello. Let us know how you are doing. Let us know that you are here. Let us know that you can see me, you can hear me. Everything is working nicely at your end. And I really don't know what is going on, but the enemy is a liar. My my slides is refusing to show, and we will not tolerate that. Anna. And then pardon me a little bit. I may call for a sneeze. I'm recovering from a little bit of cold in tea. Mumfan cheme. Hi, Dr. AC. How are you? I see that you are here. I am going to share this to Thriving Generation. If you get here, please share. Share with your loved ones, share with everybody. Let them know that we are learning. We are thriving. We are learning. We are thriving. We are learning. We don't want to leave anybody out. Yeah, I think I got it. And my WhatsApp people, what are you saying? You want the link? Hey, it is well known. I think it's easier to go through maybe YouTube. Oh, Sarah says hello. We can hear you loud and clear. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I'm excited. I'm excited. I thank God for the gift of life and for strength. I have been struggling a little bit. So to be able to talk is amazing. Thank God. I wasn't going to miss it. I was going to push through. So, thriving friends, what is going on with my slides? Me, I don't know. If it doesn't show, we will do it like that. We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. Okay, Dr. AC, monitor something for me. I'm not able to show my slides, so I'm going to do share screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. I don't know how that works. Oh, oh, okay. I'm actually looking at the other computer. Okay, looks like it works. Okay, Vanessa. Hi, everybody. So, welcome. Today, we are looking at how to reset financially for 2023, some practical steps to generate money and wealth. And I think that this is very important. As we are ending one year, we are going to start another. We have to end it appropriately and then begin the new year appropriately. That is wonderful. Okay. So, welcome once again, wherever you are watching us from, Four Star Radio and TV. Thank you guys so much for hosting me there. You may also be watching from Thriving Generation YouTube channel or from my private page, which I have created not too long ago. I'll show you the page. This is my LinkedIn profile. I usually love to share because I would love to connect with you professionally. So if you're on LinkedIn, connect with me over there. And then this is the Facebook page. Look for it, Thrive with Doc G. This is where we will be streaming most of the time. So please do follow. And then this is the same as it was last week. That means we are not sharing. So share with people, let other people come and join our family. So wherever you are, you can just search with at Thrive with Doc G. You're likely to find me there. All right, beautiful. So, for the financial wellness series, this was just a quick 3 week series, and we started off with financial independence versus financial freedom. So, we looked at the differences. If you missed it, don't worry. Please check my page out or go straight to the YouTube channel. It is there. We have it right there on YouTube. In fact, let me take this thing off. I think it's reflecting. I don't want you to see my ring light. Okay. So we have the video there, but we all agreed that we want to get to the space where we are not worried about money. And then we went on to look at how to create multiple streams of income. And this was just last week. So we looked at 5 steps to help us create an effective strategy for developing multiple streams of income. It was a wonderful time together. We had some beautiful questions. So if you missed it, don't worry. You can also check the page or on YouTube for the full video. This week, we are wrapping it up with how to reset for 2023 and then other steps that can help us generate wealth and money. And I wanted to start off by looking at why money and wealth isn't it the same? Why do we have to look at them separately? Wealth and money. I think it's important we understand these basic differences so that we will know what we are pursuing. Okay. So money is what we always have there for exchange of goods and services. Anything approved for the exchange of goods and services, the coins, the notes, the bank notes, or the currencies that we all spend every day. But when it comes to wealth, it's much more than money. It's having something in abundance. Okay. So if it's money we are pursuing, then it means that we have money in abundance. If it is gold we are pursuing, we have gold in abundance. Maybe real estate in abundance. Maybe these things I'm talking about are physical things, right? Objects. But some people may be pursuing health in abundance, okay? But since we are considering, we've been talking about financial wellness, then it's appropriate we look at money. And wealth is something you can enjoy and leave for the next generation to come and enjoy. We all have money. Everybody has some kind of money, either $1, one CD, one peso, one naira, €1. You have money, but that may not be enough. We should rather be pursuing wealth, abundance of whatever we have, abundance of the money, and abundance of treasure, so that our children can come and enjoy it. Their children may be able to also enjoy generations upon generations upon generations. So I love this image I saw online. And whenever I turn, please pardon me, okay? I'm checking on the other screen. So this image I found showing some fine gold. Fine, 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 fine gold. So beautiful. It would be nice to have this in our treasure, right? And then some other treasures here. So jewelry, some people may collect jewelries. Over time, it may be worth so much. And then when their children or grandchildren inherit that, one jewelry could even buy a house or build something great. So it's not just about the money. So then how do we reset for 2023? Again, if you join us, please welcome. Go ahead and share the video. You also like the video if you like what we are doing. Let others join us. Let others come and enjoy our lessons. I think we can talk about so many things we can do to reset for 2023. But I thought about it for a while. I prayed about it for a while. I did a research for a while, and I realized that the most important thing will be taking account of 2022. How was your 2022? What did you do in 2022? How was your finances like? Did you increase your income? By how much? What did you do to increase that income? Did you lose income in 2022? By how much? What happened? What could have been better? What could what opportunities did you miss? All those things, you have to take account now. And it takes time, but sit down. Take your pen, your paper, your computer, your tablet, whichever one you are comfortable with, but you have to take account of how this year has been. We only have about 2 weeks more for the year to end. So it's not a bad time to sit and do it now. Don't wait till 2023 to start taking account of 2022. It will be great if you enter into the new year prepared. You already have everything situated. You know how things went and you have a plan to move ahead. So now let's move ahead into 2023 because I'm trusting that you are going to take a moment to sit down. check your finances, check how things went for you in 2022 before we get into 2023. And that is actually one reason why we are ending our financial wellness series today. So that next week we'll have 1 week to reflect. We reflect on the year, be grateful, express some gratitude before we get into the new year. So, now what are the steps we can take? Some practical steps to generate money and wealth. I am excited about this. Please ignore the shoe. It doesn't mean that only men can make money. That's the best picture I found. Women too can make money, children can make money. So, see yourself in that shoe. You are going to take some practical steps to generate your own money. Okay, so this book, Think and not Think and Grow Rich, The Richest Man in Babylon, was actually written in 1926, not 1026, 1926. And the principles I'm sharing with you today are based on this book. Imagine from 1926, if we are still living by these principles, then it means that there is some gold in that book. Okay, so the first step, practical step, is to pay yourself first. So in the book Think and Grow Rich is about Asian Babylon. And there used to be a guy, I'm just narrating in my own words, okay? Please read the book yourself. Oh, actually, we have a video on that. Prof and I did a live session a couple of months ago and it's on YouTube. So please watch that as well. It was a summary of the entire book. But it talks about a guy who worked so hard but wasn't seeing the fruit of his labor. But he also knew another man who was rich. So when the man invited him to come and do some handiwork for him, he decided to use the opportunity to learn from the rich man. So he took lessons from the rich man, and these are some of the lessons the rich man taught him. He followed through with these lessons, and he ended up becoming the richest man in Babylon at his time. Okay, so if he was able to follow it and become rich, and later teach other younger people in Babylon, and they all became rich, then I guess you and I can also learn from this. And there are so many people who attribute their richness or their wealth to learning principles from this book. The first one, once again, is to be paying yourself first. And the book recommends starting with at least 10%. Most Christians do this. We contribute 10% to the church. We believe that 10% is for God. You don't play with it. Some people do more, some people do less, but the standard, the tithe, the tenth of all our earnings will be the 10%. So we give it to the church, or those who don't go to church give it to charity. Those who don't even go to church or believe in the Bible still believe in giving in charity. So they will also give to other organizations. We are expected to do the same thing for ourselves. In America, you don't have control over your taxes. Before you get your income, they've already taken their portion. Sometimes they take more. That is when at the end of the year you can claim that, hey, you took more than you deserve, give me back my money. Or if they took less, at the end of the year they will request that you pay back to the government how much you owed. So you don't have any way out in America. In some countries, if you work for the government, then they take taxes. If you're a private company, you have to pay taxes, and if you don't pay, maybe they don't have strict regulations. I don't know, each country may be different, but we have to make this mandatory. So in 2023, make an automatic payment to your savings account. As soon as you received your pay, 10%, take it aside. And this is not 10% to chop. This is 10% to save. Okay. If you are not doing this already, if you are doing it already, you're already saving a fixed amount of money every month, then maybe add a little bit more to it. And the interesting part is that you will be able to live off the 90%. You will be just fine of the 90%. So that is the first step as we are building wealth and money in the coming year. We are going to pay ourselves first, and at least 10% will be going for us before you even pay your debt, you even pay everything. After you pay yourself, if you are owing other people, you will end up paying, and then you realize they don't have other money to waste. You won't eat out that month, or you may not buy new clothes that month, and that is still fine. But if you don't pay yourself first, you will end up using that money for something else. Well, the second step, which is within the first one, will be living below your means. So avoiding lifestyle inflation. As we are saving and we are seeing money come into our lives, we are not going to increase our expenses. You know, sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm earning more, I deserve more. But until we get to the point where we have the abundance, okay, hold on, hold on, and still live under your means. So if you are spending 1,000 cedis a month, which is pretty low, I think. 1,000 cedis a month. If you have a family, that wouldn't work. But your income increases to, let's say, 2,000. If you were able to survive on 1,000, stay within 1,000 and save the extra 1,000. Don't increase how much you are spending just because you had more money coming in. So that is a tip to keep in mind. Avoid lifestyle inflation. It's not necessary at all. Then the third tip or the third step will be invest wisely. Okay. Let your money compound. What they mean by that is that if you spend the money on clothing and material things which does not have value, by next year it wouldn't be worth anything. It will be money wasted. Even if you want to sell those items, they may not be worth as much as if you had invested in the stock market, or you have invested in a business or something that can bring you back interest or extra money. So that is what you should watch out for. Okay, what are you investing in? Don't tell me you are investing in a car. A car doesn't have much value. Oh, and I should have told you, I'm home with the other homeowner, and I see that he's coming. Tim, Aden. I need to grab something. Mm-hmm. He knows very well that I have a live session. Now he has to grab something. I don't have control over that one. No. Okay. So invest in things you understand. I think that is my fourth one. Manage risk and scam. Invest in things you understand. Things you don't understand, please try and avoid. A typical example would be crypto. If somebody is telling you about crypto, and deep down within your heart you don't feel it, you don't understand it, don't do it because everybody is doing it. Don't go for investment opportunities that the crowd is going for. Those are very, very risky. Don't think that Grace is doing it, so I'm also going to do it. Do things you understand, do things you know how it works. So when you are losing, you understand why. When you are gaining, you understand why. If it's difficult for you to, take risky investment, go for mutual funds. I remember back in Ghana, Data Bank had those things, and you don't gain so much on it, but you don't lose on it either. And those are the safest ways to start with. Those who can take big risk, they can go straight into the stock market and buy big stock. They can gain massively and they can lose massively. But don't you ever go into anything you don't understand, because scammers are real. Scammers are real. I know somebody who was asked to get into a business opportunity by a family member. The person promised like a ridiculous amount of returns, and this person carried his whole life savings, gave it to the other person, and it ended up being a scam. His hard earned money gone. Be careful who you are taking advice from. Be careful of the opportunities you are going for. If you are sick and you will not go to the market woman to ask for medicine, but you go to the doctor or the pharmacist, then go to the financial institution to ask for financial advice. Don't go to your friend. Don't go to somebody just on YouTube. Make sure you know what you are doing, you understand what you are doing before you get into it. And the first step, or the fifth step or tip coming from the book, is to own your home. The richest man in Babylon believes that renting is a waste of money. But I believe that we are in different stages in life. We all can't just buy homes. And depending on where you live, you may have access to mortgages and then pay over time, or you will have to build from the scratch. And if you don't have money to buy the land, to buy the materials, that may not be possible for you. But now, knowing that owning a home is a treasure, you know that this is yours and it can become a treasure for your family, then it's something you have to plan towards. As you spend, you know that you want to build one day or you want to buy a house one day, so you save money towards that. It is wise to have your own home. And I would dare to add that it is wise to have your own business as well. Something that is yours is yours. you have your name to it, it is yours. Nobody can take it from you. Even if anything happens, you had this treasure. It was once yours compared to something that is not yours. Okay. So desire to own your own home. If you don't own one right now, 2023, put that on your list. You will start saving towards having your own home. It should be yours. You can buy it, you can build it, but make sure that a home or a business will be yours someday. And then the sixth one will be to build passive income. And we talked about this last week. We talked about it a lot. Passive income has to do with something that gets you income, but you don't have to invest so much energy into. So last week, when we are discussing building multiple sources of income, we talked about finding opportunities where you don't have to do so much to start with. And this could be book publishing. Once you publish the book and it's out there, it's out there. This could also be investing in stock markets or in other people's businesses. So you are not doing anything directly in the business, but when there is profits, you get your share. This could also be anything that will bring you extra money, but you don't necessarily have to invest any energy or too much energy. People will talk about Amazon. Amazon kind of take care of everything for you. If you sell on Amazon, all you have to do is to automate it, and then they will do the shipping, they will do everything for you, and then you get your money, the profit back. The only thing is that they take a huge chunk of it, a huge chunk. The books I have on Amazon, you get about no more than 30% profit from your book. So that means that 70% to 75% goes back to Amazon, because guess what? The convenience, they are managing the shipping, they are managing customer service, they are managing the printing. So what do you lose? You don't lose anything, but you don't gain much. So passive income, any opportunity that can get you some extra money here and there, and you don't necessarily have to invest too much energy or time into it. I would love to hear some of your ideas when it comes to passive income. So share some of them in the comments. What are some of the passive incomes you are exploring or you desire to explore? Let's learn. And then the final one, which I think is very, very important, will be investing in yourself and in your skills. Hey, this laptop is off. Uh-oh. Never mind. It's gone. Investing in yourself and in your skill. Why? Because material things can be lost. And like I briefly mentioned, you can have a house. If the house burns down, you may lose the house. Maybe if you have insurance, the insurance company will reimburse it for you. But if you have a skill, it's always yours. If you're a consultant in something, it's always yours. You can always provide services in that area. Wherever you go, you can use you are you. It's you. It's with you. Okay. If you have degrees, they are always yours. Okay. Even if you don't have the physical certificate with you, anybody who wants to confirm can easily do that and realize that you have masters in that or graduate degree in this or that or that. So invest in yourself and in your skills. If you are good with graphic designing, perfect it. I think in the Bible, I know that I know in the Bible it says, have you seen a man who is skilled at what he does? He does not work before mere men, but he works before kings and queens or kings or something like that. But the whole idea is somebody who does his work and does it really well goes far. And I think that is the same concept this book is bringing to our attention, that we should invest in ourselves, we should invest in our skills, and that will take us far. That can also increase our value. The better you do your work, the more you can earn. Okay, because you can leave one company to a better earning company. One skill that I always encourage my students to have will be grant writing. Okay, if you know how to write grants, you do well wherever you go, because you can write grants for profit companies, for non-profit companies, for individual projects, as a graduate student, as a fellow. If you know how to write grants, because there is almost always money somewhere, but if you don't know how to apply for it, you won't get it. So depending on the field you are in, make sure you are skilled there. You are known as a specialist wherever you are. Fashion designer specialist, cooking specialist, teaching specialist, the best in whatever you are doing. And that will be the last one. So, which one are you practicing already, and which one do you desire to practice? Thriving friends, I want to hear from you. Because I was sharing screen, my present screen is covered, so I can't see myself here. But when I look to my side on my other screen, then I can see myself. Yeah, I can see myself right here. But I don't see questions on this screen. So I'm going to stop sharing this one. And just to remind you to comment, like, and share. That is how we grow. So I'm going to stop sharing this one and then I can see my screen. Oh, I was missing things. So, Charlie, we can, but it's small to read. Oh, I'm sorry, my people. I couldn't do my usual thing, the fancy thing that I use. And I couldn't do it. So I was sharing my my thing. I'm sorry. Next time I'll figure it out before I get here. All right, so hey, Dr. Shadrach Kemo. Hey, Doc. Doc says Diaspora Career and Investment. Please, if you are not following him yet, please do. Okay, Diaspora Careers and Investment. He has some great content on YouTube covering anything you can think about when it comes to investment in the United States, in UK. I think he's based in the UK, so he gives a lot of good tips, but they are all applicable and investment opportunities. I've always said that I don't know much about the stock market, but this is your guy, okay? This is your guy. I don't have a dime. How come you don't have a dime? Please have money. You teach about investment. All right, Mama Ellie. It's a great book. I believe so too. It's a great book. Where do you save the 10%? Mameli, I will recommend that you have a separate savings account for this 10%, okay? Especially if I'm not judging anybody, but if you don't have self control and you think that if you have the money closer, you are going to spend it, please create a different account. So I'm going to share the one I'm using with you. Look into it, only do things you understand. So this one my brother-in-law shared with me, and he works in the bank. So when he told me, I just believed him, and I've been doing it since 2018. So this one is called Betterment. It's similar to Data Bank in Ghana. So Betterment also gives you the opportunity to invest in less risky opportunities. And then if you want to go wild, they have that option too. And please, I'm not going wild. Me, I'm not there yet. That's the truth. I'm a very, very safe investor. I'm a very sane investor too. I'm always thinking about it before I get into it. So I'm not doing anything wild. So I went for Betterment basically for this reason, to be able to put some money aside. So whenever I receive my paycheck, I'm paid every 2 weeks. Whenever I receive my paycheck, a certain amount goes straight to Betterment. They deduct directly. So I don't have to do it and then I'll forget. So we have two of them, one for my husband and myself, and then one for the kids. So they deduct twice from my paycheck because I don't pay bills. My husband pays the bills and I do the investments and the savings. So yeah, that's why I'm an wedding. I'm sorry if you don't speak Chi, but yeah. So Betterment, I can search for the link and post it in the comments, but look into it and see if it works for you. But Betterment is like my savings account that I can't really take the money because it's not so easy to take. But if I want to take, I can take it if there is an emergency. And I've been doing that since 2018. And then that was personally. And then in 2019, my husband joined and then we started doing it together. All right. So Mameli, that will be a great place if you don't want to start touching it. So by the end of the year, you have a fixed amount of money to look at. So being an insurance broker, passive income. Oh, okay. Okay, insurance broker. Okay. Wow. That is actually a good one. I'm actually aware that my one of my brother-in-laws um also talks about insurance. I wish Priscilla was online. She could have given us more ideas on this one. I don't know much about insurance broker, but yeah, that's really, really true. And Pastor John should be featured sometime. I also know that he has so much knowledge in that area. Thank you for sharing. Any links to grant writing training? Okay. Hey. Because I'm not sure if I can type and not lose my screen, I can post on my Facebook page afterwards, or I can send you a message directly when we do that. You can do it from home. Oh, okay. Part-time content creator. Isaac, this is also really, really true. Social media management, content creator. If you have time, please reach out to somebody, reach out to a company, a local business, say, hey, I can help you share your content on these multiple platforms for this much. I can help you with your exposure. I can do this, I can do that. I don't think they will say no. Everybody wants to be seen now. Businesses want to be seen. And this takes time. Content creation takes time. Sharing takes time. That's why I need help myself. And Isaac is really helping me in that area. So thank you, Isaac, for your help. Mameli said you can do it from home. And I'm thinking you are talking about the insurance broker, right? You can do the insurance broker from home. That's nice. We can look into it. Dr. AC said, I wondered about the grant writing too. Okay. Okay. I teach grant writing, but that is a graduate level course. I also know of free online courses on grant writing. I also know of some good resources on YouTube that I've used in my class. So, either I create a content on grant writing and share everything with you, or I have to post it as a post. Which one do you prefer? Should I just create a Facebook post and put the links, or should I just make a brief video and talk about all the different things? Dr. Esima and Mameli, it would be great to hear from you on this. Because on YouTube, there was one lady who did an excellent job on grant writing. And that works for like nonprofit grant writing, small business grant writing. During COVID, there was so much money that was not claimed. Even in our state, North Dakota, so much money wasn't claimed. Either businesses didn't know that free money was available, or nobody told them. I don't know. I don't know. But so much money had to be returned to the government at the end of 2021 because nobody claimed in 2020 and half of 2021. So grant writing is a big thing, and I'll definitely recommend. Oh yeah, I thought grants we should project, not really passive. No, for grants. Okay, let me explain the difference between grants and loans. Okay, so when it comes to grants, grants are usually from an organization, an agency, another business who has an objective, okay, to do something, but they cannot do it themselves. So they give money to somebody to get it done. That money is not to be paid back, that money is to fulfill a certain objective. For example, Coca Cola is a huge company. They may be interested in nutrition, okay, and then they want to promote nutrition. This is just an example. I don't know why I even thought of nutrition. Coca-Cola and nutrition is ridiculous, but anyway, they invest in places like that, and they also invest in children. So then they find non-profit organizations or small businesses who are doing things in those areas, and then they will give them the money to do that. And then you will say that this project is sponsored by Coca-Cola USA, Coca-Cola Ghana. Okay, so then they get credit for what they wanted to do. The same objective is being fulfilled. So in that case, you don't pay the money back, but you have to report back to them. You have to work in sync with them, kind of thing. When it comes to loans you'll be paying back. They are giving you loans for a certain amount of interest or no interest to get something done. And I am recommending grant writing because there is almost always free money. And it's not free money because somebody is paying for it, but there is money which is usually in line with your objective in one way or the other, especially those of us who have the passion to help the poor, to teach something, to produce something, to assist in something. These big companies, they want to give money to show that they are doing something in the communities, and they can do that in collaboration with other people who have the time to do it because they don't have the time to do it. Yeah, so grant writing is essential. And if you know your field really well, there's always money somewhere that you can tap into. And even as businesses, sometimes they give small business grants. to support or to stimulate the economy, especially during recession times like that. There will be money with a business with maybe less than 5 employees, a business that doesn't make this much money. You come for this free money to boost your business. It's always there. There is always something available, especially in the United States. Please, I don't know where you are joining from, so I can't generalize, but I've seen a lot of money go back to the government because grants usually come from taxpayers' money. We've paid for it, and they are trying to push it back into the economy. Dr. Ese said, is grant writing passive? No, the money is not yours. The money is to get a project done. So this is not going to your pocket, except that there may be some, how do we call that? Some salary for you. If you are working on the project, maybe you get paid for it. But it doesn't mean that the money is yours. I wouldn't consider grants passive. I'll consider grants as an extra way of boosting your business. As an individual, you can't just write a grant and say, give me money to do something. Unless you are writing as a student, then you need the grant. You have the knowledge to promote this objective, then they'll give the money to you. Because, of course, accountability. If not, people will just go for money and chop the money. So, for accountability purposes, I don't think so. I won't consider grant writing passive, but anyway. Anyway, there are several opportunities out there. I'd love to hear more of those from you. Another passive income could be selling on Etsy. Those who are skilled in drawing. Today, I was looking at logos with a colleague. We are starting a new project at work and we are trying to create a logo. And somebody will create a logo with their hand, like hand. Is I think they've branded it as hand drawn or handmade logo. And it's like $40 per sketch or something like that. But it's so beautiful. I can't draw. I can't do that. But because that person can do it, the person will just draw it for you and take money. That's wonderful money. That's wonderful money. And if you can have multiple artwork, you upload on these platforms, you get paid for each upload, each download, sorry, each download is passive income. Mameli said, what if you write for people and charge them? Yes. Actually, I don't know if you remember Lawrence from Educom, Educational Community Worldwide. We've had him on Thriving Generation for for a couple of times at least. And then his non-profit organization, they hired somebody to write grants for them. And then they were going to, the person or the company or the people said they would charge 17% for the grant money that you'll be earning. I've heard more of 10% and probably up to 15%. So they will write the grants for you. And when you get awarded, they get 15% of the money. But this person was going to get that 17%, and then every other money that will come subsequently, they were going to get a share from it. It was so ridiculous. Like, so let's think about it. If you're getting $100,000, they are getting part of the 100,000, and every other money that will be coming your way. He was telling me about it. I was like, I've heard of it. I've not seen anybody do it. I know people can write grants for a percentage, and then people also can write grants for a fixed amount of money. In that case, even when you don't get awarded for the grant, they still get their money. But if it's based on the percentage, it means that if you don't get awarded, they don't get any money. But if you get awarded, they get a big chunk of the money. So if you have time, you are very good at writing, please look into it. Write grants for people, write proposals for people, help people with their dissertation, help people with things related to writing, editing, and get some passive income from them. That will not even be full passive because some hours will go into it, but it's extra income, another source of income in addition to whatever you are doing on a monthly basis. That's wonderful. Thank you. Any other questions? So, what are you going to do for 2023? What actions are you going to take based on what we've just talked about? We've talked about nine, not nine, 7 steps. 7 steps that we can take as we go into the new year. The first thing we are going to do, which is not even part of the steps, will be resetting. We are going to take accounts of 2022 everything that went well, everything that didn't go well in terms of our finances, all the budgeting we didn't do, all the budgeting we did, everything. Then we can go into 2023 ready. We know what we did wrong and we are not ready to repeat. If we don't do that, it will be the same story. At the end of 2023, we'll be looking back and say, "Oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that." I think we have to grow up. We have to grow up and stop the excuses and stop. Oh, I wish that, I wish that. It's just about time. If we want to make money, we want to grow, we want to thrive, we need to take action. Okay. All right. I hope I'm not missing anything, no, my friends. I can see from here my page, and there are no questions there. Any more questions? What actions are you going to take? And I can see from Four Star Radio and TV. Thank you all for joining us. And then I'm looking on, I think YouTube comes directly to this platform. And today I was trying to wear my Kiki pa and I was reflecting my lighter. I couldn't wear my Kiki. Think it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll wear my Kiki like that. Okay. Any other ideas to share with Thriving Friends? We are ending our financial wellness series today. We've had a wonderful year. Okay, let me rephrase the question so that we can end. What financial action have you taken that has been very helpful for you and your family? If you have family, what have you done financially that has been helpful for you? Maybe we can learn from it and maybe adopt in 2023. So share. 2022, what did you do that was very helpful for you and your family? I'm waiting. I'm looking at the comments to see. 2022, what financial decision did you make? What action did you take? What did you do to improve your life? What worked for you and your family? Did you save more? Did you budget? Did you open a joint account? What did you do? The Kiki looks good. Oh, yes, I like the Kiki. It's supposed to be for the screen so that when I'm recording and I'm talking, my eyes will not be watering and red. We are hiding behind the Kiki so that you don't see our tiredness. I wanted to hide and then it was doing me skills. Okay. I like the idea of resetting for 2023. I like that too. Thank you. Try something new, being an insurance broker. Okay. Is that what you did for 2022 or is that what you're advising that we do for 2023? It sounds interesting, insurance broker. I feel like when I have to sell something to people, I end up giving it to them. So won't I end up, going at loss? Like if I'm selling insurance to somebody and the person says, "Oh, reduce the cost for me." Oh, this is like, okay, I'll pay for you. You don't worry, I'll pay your insurance for you. It's okay. I don't know. I don't know what goes into it, but I feel like I'll be losing money there. I have to be confident and I have to be firm to be able to sell anything to people. Charlie, thank you, Mameli. That's what you did. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Nana Sewa, my network has been very poor. I missed some part. Oh, don't worry, it records. So afterwards, you can find it on YouTube or on the Thrive with Doc G page. But we are asking if there is anything you did financially in 2022 that was helpful for you and your family. We are learning from each other. Oh, just helping families. It's true. In the book, what's the title of the book I'm just talking about? The Richest Man in Babylon, and even Rich Dad Poor Dad, they all talk about having some kind of security in terms of insurance for your dependents or your next generation, because we can't tell when we will be called to heaven. Okay, and when you are called, are you going to leave your children wondering? Are you going to leave your spouse with nothing? So life insurance especially can be helpful, can be very, very, very helpful. But you also have to know what you are getting into, because there are scammers out there. Which one is the real one? So that when you are claiming, they are not now going to give you excuses. You will get your money back. So it's good you have knowledge around that. I'll learn from you. I Thank you so much for sharing. So, thriving friends, this is where we are ending our financial wellness series. Next week, God willing, I'll get back in here. We'll be so close to Christmas, but it's okay. In fact, it will be after Christmas, because Christmas will be this weekend. And then the Monday will be Boxing Day. I think 26. But I want to get on here and then no slides, like casually. Let's reflect on the year together, okay? I'll talk about how my year went and how my finances also went this year. This year, I'll start with the goals I set. We do that a lot. In the beginning of the year, we have goals that we want to achieve. We want to do this, we want to do that. But do we actually achieve it? What are some of the things we can do to make sure that we achieve our goals better? I didn't achieve everything, but I can surely say that I'm not the same place that I started in the beginning of the 2022 year. I'm actually at a better place. Yeah, and I can tell you by what percentage my income has increased. If you want to know, join me next week. I'm not telling you right now, it's a secret for those who will join next week. All right, so next week, let's come prepared. Let's come with our goal cards. Remember the goal cards, the things we wanted to achieve. Let's make sure that we come with it. We look at what the Lord has done for us. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, and you will definitely know that the Lord has done something for you. The year may not have been perfect, but I'm pretty sure that we are not at the same place we started from. We are not. Even with the health we have and with the life we have, we can be hopeful and move into the next year. So, I love you all. I appreciate you all. I apologize for the slides being tiny this week. We'll try and work around that next week, God willing. If you joined us, thank you so much for joining us. Please go ahead and share this video. The more we share, the more people see the wonderful things we are doing. And then, if you loved it, please like the video. Small, like it small, it make me happy. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the things you do. I will bring to you the grant writing resources. I don't know how yet. I'm thinking the easiest on my side would just be to type in to just type it on Facebook. But if the Lord grants me the grace, I will record and then share it in a video format, a brief video format for you. But regardless, I'll see you next week. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, Dr. AC. Thank you, Mami Sewa. Thank you so much. She's my big sister. Efia Sewa is the one I come after. So my blood sister, Ankasa. Thank you, Mami, for joining. God bless you all. Please make changes in your life and let's thrive together. I'll see you next week. Bye.